Well, here we are. Here's some progress on the Drake TR4 that I've been converting to 6146B tubes. The good news is it does work. It was getting about 125 watts out, but now it's not doing very well. I did have some resistors burning in this thing somewhere. Not sure where. Got some smoke about half an hour ago, but I couldn't locate what was burning. Anyway, yeah, I got some power out of it, 80 meters, not much. I was getting 125 watts out of it on 80, 40, and 20, but not now. So more things to figure out. But if I take the power down to nothing, no drive, my tubes are idling about where they should be. So the bias is working fine from the power supply, which is this power supply here. If I crank some drive up here, you'll see it'll put a few watts out, not much. And I also got some voltage sag. There's about 792 B+ volts for the finals. And if I key it up, it'll kind of creep down. And if I give it some power here. Yeah, whoa. And now, interestingly, the power's going back up. So, yeah, there's something really fishy in here. It was going, look at that. So, something's like failing. It could be the HV power supply in here, which is kind of fishy, which I put together last night. I probably shouldn't have modified this thing a whole lot. I probably should have just tried to see if it worked the way it was. So I think what I built's not working, but anyway, it's a voltage doubler. I could try and put a new transformer in this thing that has 800 volts out and put a full wave rectifier into it and just try it that way. That's almost what I want to do with this thing now. But I've spent about a day making this interconnect cable and putting the proper gel-ins on the back to get this radio connected. I did find that I had a bad tube in here that was blowing up fuses. So that is trash. So I replaced a tube in there. Anyway, the radio does work on these 6146Bs. I don't know how well, but it's working. I was hoping for 300 watts out of this thing on 80 meters, but I'm not going to get that. My buddy Pete said I'd get 150, and he's about right. That's about what I got. I got about 125 when I had this thing working well. So that's the story. I put a lot of time into this thing, probably 2 days now, and it's like, why am I doing this? It's not learning too much doing this, really. It's all 1964 technology, but I guess it's been kind of fun. Keeps my brain going anyway. So, yeah, not getting too much out on 80 meters here. Try and peak it. I am getting some drive, but not much drive. And my drive is max now, so. And yeah, it's not doing too well. It's just not doing too well here. Plate voltage down. Well, we got a lot of plate voltage. It's really whacking around there. Oh, now the drive came back up. Yeah, something in the drive circuit's whacked. Okay, look at that. Now we're getting about 100 watts out. So yeah, something in the drive circuit's whacked. It's kind of got drive, has no drive. Okay, now that I'm really getting some power out, what's my voltage drop here? Yeah, that's a big voltage drop. Well, no, not really. Yes, it is. From 800, that's a big drop. So my power supply is not up to the snuff of getting this thing up to full power. That's obvious. So there's my 100 watts on 80 right there. Can I snap a little more out of it? Let's see if I can get more out of this thing or not. There we go. Take the load down and about 125 on 80. So how's our power drop here? B+ voltage, 667, 668. it takes a big drop. So probably should put a more robust transformer in this thing and call it a day into this power supply, something with some beef to it. Anyway, that's my little experiment. I was hoping to get like 300 watts out of this thing. Maybe I would get more power out if I didn't have a voltage drop. Maybe on the B plus I would get 200 watts out, 300, 250 or something. I don't know. So I guess I got more work to do on a power supply to get it cooking here. And the radio, I don't even know if it receives yet. I haven't put a speaker on it. It does seem to work right. If I take the RF gain down on these drakes, the meter should go up, this meter, which it does. So that seems like it's working correctly. That seems correct. I'm not sure why it's affecting the plate meter, but anyway, it's working. So here's 40 meters. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, look at the drive in this baby. It's got some drive. Let's dip it. Okay, there's 75 watts and 40. Here's some load. 100 something watts on 40. It's cooking. How about 20? And I don't think the other bands, higher bands, work at all on this thing yet. Anyway, it's an unknown radio to me. Key it. Get some drive. Wow, it's got a ton of drive on there. Dip it. Okay, this is 20 meters. What are we getting here? Almost 75 watts. More drive. Does it like drive or not? Or more load? Nope. Okay, not quite 75 watts on 20 meters. Oh, there's the 75 right there. Probably got to fiddle with load. Oh, there's some more drive. There we go. That's a solid 75 watts. Let's diddle with the load here a bit. Okay, there's 100 watts almost. That's almost 100 watts on 20. A little more load, poof. And, well, 100 watts on 20 there anyway. 15 and 10 don't work at all on this thing. So that's where I'm at on the junker radio that I've been fixing up and trying to get 300 watts out of it on 80 meters. I don't think that's going to happen, but looks like the power supply sags, as you can see. And I kind of figured that would happen. So actually my friend Pete figured it would happen and he was right. So Pete's usually right. 790 volts down to 6. I'm losing about 120 volts when I key. That should stay stiff at 790, I would think. So much for a voltage doubler, right? And Hungary 6146B tubes. They're like, give me the power, baby. Okay, turn off the light here. Is there any weird glow in these things? Let's see. Any glow, any blue stuff? Weird emissions. Let's see if it'll do it or not. No, I don't see anything odd on these tubes. They're just quietly working. All right, well, that's my little video on the junker radio here. It's coming along. I guess I should see if it receives at all now. Put a speaker on it and see if it works. It transmits, that's for sure. It does transmit. 100 watts on 80 meters. Hey, that's something, right? Be proud. Of course, the power supply is not doing too well. But I didn't want to pay 300 bucks for a Drake power supply. I'm tired of getting ripped off, so I don't think it was worth, though, rebuilding this thing. It was too much time, and I didn't do a good job doing it. So I guess I want to find a better transformer and put that in this thing and get a full wave rectifier going and see if that'll help it. So, do I want to keep putting work in this power supply? Well, I guess the cord's built. If the cord's built, maybe I can fiddle with it. Okay, well, that's my video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.